Well, Scotty, we're on our way home from our trip out in the west.
Headed home back to the show me state.
Ready?
I guess.
Been 15 days.
Dying to get home and don't want to go home.
All at the same time.
Yeah, it's
whirlwind of emotions right now, isn't it, bud?
It's all good.
Yeah.
I can roll with it. I'll be back.
I'm ready though.
I'll be back at a speedway near you very soon, and that is the one and only therapy in my world.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, man.
That's good stuff.
You got no worry in the world when you're in the middle of an infield and you're soaking in everything you ever wanted to do in your life and your world, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Glass half full.
That's right, man.
That's right. I like it.
Yeah, man. I like that a lot. Keep working on that right there. That's a good thing. We haven't talked since last night.
Yeah.
Final night, USA Raceway. 5th annual Copper. Easy for me to say after saying it all night. Copper on dirt.
Saying all weekend.
Yeah. I thought that was a pretty damn good race last night too. You know, we have not been disappointed very many times. You know, the Western world could have been a little bit better, but every other race the year before was really good. Both nights were really good. Well, Shane Stewart shows why he's 2000.
Yeah, there were.
So ASC is national champion, right?
There was a lot of cool shit last night. Because, I mean, just the parody of the guys on the podium, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reitzel. Young.
What a great story.
Yeah.
Great regional racer now out on the national tour.
He's
That's great.
Past Gulf South champion and out on the national tour trying to make a name for himself, and then just like that, a good weekend.
That was like a win for him. When you could hear it in his voice, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's
that was cool.
He was tickled to death and it wasn't just like the racetrack last night was conducive to some pretty good racing because it was slicked off, and that kid earned it.
Oh,
he
no doubt.
pulled a couple of monster moves to.
One on Swindell, didn't he?
Well, he about 10 laps to go. He was running 5th, and he caught Swindell and Jess Swindell and Tim.
Got them both.
Crawley boxed in behind a lap car. All three of them sailing in around the top side, and he just bonsai'd the bottom and went around all three of them.
They lost their momentum, and he got by.
Yeah, they had to check up. Crawley and Swindell were checked up for the lap car, and he just blazed under them. But yeah, and then Shane, man, just flexing his muscle after he really had to check himself, I think, after night one mentally.
And he said so as much on the broadcast, you know.
I think, yeah.
He kind of, in the easiest way possible, he threw himself under the bus just a little bit. But, I mean, he did it with, you know, he wasn't too hard on himself, but he admitted some fault in a roundabout way.
You know what's the hardest thing to do is when you're friends with these guys and when you see them, you know, what we do is report what we see.
Right.
And it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're Steve Kinzer, if you're Shane Stewart, if you're Gary Wright, you're going to mash your dick every once in a while.
Yeah.
So it kind of.
Hey, if you don't step on it once in a while, you're not trying hard enough, right? That's what it boils down to.
That's right. You're flipping her on fire, you ain't got your foot in it. But why does it feel funny to where you always don't like, when they do mash their dick, you don't like making light of it or reporting it, or when they're your friends, you know? Most of them are our friends, you know, but I mean, whatever, it is what it is. Whoop, whoop.
I see them up here.
Got them on both sides.
I know it. They're all over the place down here.
We are about 40 miles.
No, less than that, I think.
From the border.
Yeah, from the border.
About 140 miles from Amarillo. We're fixing to go through Tucumcari, New Mexico State.
Hey, we don't.
On my shoulder there.
We don't want to forget Hope Jacked Over though. What a great run for him in the actual JJR car.
Absolutely. You talk about the parody of all three stories of the guys on the podium. Jack came in there. You know, I had a talk with Lori last night, and Jack didn't just jump right in that deal. Jason had to twist his arm off to come out there and drive. Apparently, Jack's head is not in the game right now, and with the
breaking news here.
With the way the economy's kind of taking a bad turn on the family business, from what I get, Jack doesn't have the mindset to where he wants to. He doesn't want to take mom and dad under, you know, and it says a lot about the kid because he is a kid.
Great kid.
Just turned 21 years old, but he's still wise enough to know and respect this game and understand what a money pit it can be, and the importance of your family and its integrity, and from what I gather, that's pretty much why his head's not in it, and even such that even when Jason Johnson came calling, he really didn't.
Well,
he wasn't motivated to come out here and do it. So that's just a neat story in and of itself, because you know, I said more than one time this weekend on the broadcast, or on all of our broadcasts while we were out here, Zach Chappell's case, you take a damn good driver, damn good equipment, put them together, you can't snap your finger and expect it to start popping right off the bat. But in this instance here, I mean, you got a damn good driver that's been on the sideline, young, talented, damn good equipment.
Yeah.
And in this instance, it clicked. Not that they didn't come out, they kind of stumbled out of the gate.
That's champion. That's the champion team.
Though. Really, I mean, any driver will tell you, you get out of the seat for a little while, you get back in, you're going to knock a little rust off. Right. Jack was upset that he had to run a B main, but just like Wolfie and I were talking
to him about,
it was just this extra set of hot laps.
Listen,
for him.
He shouldn't feel bad because everybody that's ever driven that car.
But
yeah, I know it. I see it. I know it. I saw it over there. Anyway. Here we're crossing at the intersection of 54 East and 40 or Interstate 40.
We are in Tucumcari. Aliens abound.
That's right. Getting ready to get something to eat. All right, quickly, but we got to wrap up. We don't want this file to be too big.
Okay.
How about Trevor Bayne winning the Daytona 500? How cool?
In my lifetime, in the history of the Daytona 500, the neatest and biggest story to ever come out of the history of the Daytona 500 itself. I mean, what?
That's big.
You take a kid
that's large statement right there.
Well, I mean, just simply look at it. You take a 20-year-old kid that turned 20 years old yesterday, barely legally old enough to run at Daytona.
Yeah.
His second ever Cup race.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man.
With one of the most legendary teams in NASCAR, and they just kind of a one-off deal to hook up and run a few races.
5 races. 5 races. I bet they get more money now.
And they go in there and he earned it. He did a great job. So, I mean, the last 15 laps of what we saw of.
Right.
Anyway, at the Truckers of America.
Hey, Carl, I was still rooting for you, but I'm sorry.
Carl.
Trevor Bayne, I'm sorry. It was a great story and all, but, you know, gotta go with our boy.
Bocomo.
All right. Well, that is it. Our next trip is Gulf Coast Nationals. We're going to be down there covering that for a couple days. So, Beaumont Speedway, Golden Triangle. Can't wait. Look forward to it, Scotty.
Sure. Just like I said a while ago, that's therapy there, bud.
All right.
Get in the middle of all that chaos. Green flag, and just the green flag will free your mind.
On that note, I think we'll bail out.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for everybody's support.
Safe speed for the speedways.
Adios.